Hi, Curvies. Hope you're not tired of me yet. Come on in. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring the bell so you can get notified when I upload videos and so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we're growing over here in the YouTube streets. Now, look, I love a spirited conversation. I love a robust conversation. And it seems that there are more questions than answers, even after that big concert they had at the DNC, where people left still not really knowing what platforms the Democrats are offering the American people. And any platform that they are offering the American people, they haven't put in writing on their own website yet. That's strange because everybody else running for president in the whole world literally has what they stand for up on their website, but not Kamala Harris and Waltz. Nope. They just ask you for your money. And do you want to buy a t-shirt? So I thought it'd be really interesting to really get these other ideals out there since they seem to be shadow banned on regular, media, television or whatever. So Butch Ware, the Green Party vice presidential candidate who's running with Jill Stein, was just live at a question answer event in Atlanta. And I happened to catch some of it. And so I wanted to share what I could with us here. So let me get that queued up for you. I hope you're having an excellent Friday. After I went live last time, my freaking sister called and was like, nah, 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 nah. She's very upset with me. Yeah, I don't know. And I love spirited conversations. I just want them to be like, intellectually honest. If I say I don't support Kamala Harris and the anti-democracy movement that is the DNC, then people pretend that that the words I said weren't those words. They pretend that they're other words. But I didn't say those other words. They said those other words and then said I said those other words with the words I didn't say. Do you get it? I don't get it. Anyway, I don't like gaslighting. That's why I don't like it, because it leaves you spinning and unclear. So I hope you guys can hear this. Let me turn this up all the way. Make sure this volume is up. Now, this was a talk he had, the Green P candidate, Dr. Ruth Bilal Ware III, and he was speaking at an event in Atlanta, and where they serve some food and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and like this. And then I'm going to open it like this so we can see. Put this like this. So we can see what's happening. Again, thanks for coming through. Okay. Now I'm just going to let this play. You guys take a listen and let me know your thoughts.
Shucking and jiving when asked about reparations, she said, "Put your money where your mouth is." So then I'm like, okay, well, this white lady might be onto something. She might be onto something. So then I said, and then I'm gonna keep this here relatively straightforward. This is about summary portion of it. We've seen her at the forefront of the struggle for Palestinian liberation, and with God as my witness, any Black Muslim that is voting for Kamala after she has destroyed and eviscerated the people of Gaza while she is soaked and drenched in blood, fear your Lord. Fear your Lord. If you write your name in those scales, signing that you have assented to this, fear your Lord. Because you will be counted amongst the people of Pharaoh if you sign your name alongside Pharaoh. And the flood that is coming will wash you away too. Because we have been fooled into thinking that this is a choice. So I said, she got arrested in a protest. Okay? She's an old school 60s radical. 73 years old. That's my second question. Well, hold on. Let me get to I just want to finish the last point on this. So right now, all we're doing is we're sending money from our pockets to bomb makers so that they can go kill our bleeding brothers and sisters in Palestine. We have an option. And 90% of the states in this country, because of this nonsensical electoral college, if you think I'm throwing away my vote by going green, What about you when you're in a deep blue state? Why do you need to go blue? Why not write in the scale green and say, I protest? I protest the genocide. I will not write my name next to genocide. I will have my name inscribed on enough of my fools as one that said no. That is not just a protest vote. That is a vote that can keep you out of the fire.
Question.
Yes.
Okay, so third party, thank you for that. Who do you think of the two third parties, which one has a better chance of getting the candidate on the ballot?
So there's really three strong third parties. Claudia and Karina are running the X-Wing campaign, the Socialist Party. I met Claudia. I haven't had a chance to meet Karina yet. Claudia de la Cruz is a Dominican sister from New York City, from the BXburg, if I'm not mistaken, and she is a soldier. She's, Black radical, Latin radical tradition. And the reason why I answer in this way is that those of us that are in the radical and revolutionary movement, we are not at odds with one another, right? A lot of people are trying to project that. I just did an Instagram live from Dr. Melina Avila's house yesterday. Who is the vice presidential candidate that is running alongside Dr. Cornel West, the independent party. So you got to understand first and foremost that there is nothing but love and revolutionary solidarity on this side. Okay. Now, the political parties are difficult to build. They take time and people have investments in them. But we are going to make the choices as a coalition that is going to allow us to deliver the maximum damage on election day. Now, it's strategically the case, in my opinion, that since the Green Party appears on the most ballots, that there will be force in numbers if we all agree to endorse the Green Party candidate at the top of the ticket and vote with whatever party you need to support locally, just so that we can put maximum damage in the third party movement. Because if we just get 5% of vote nationwide, we will be guaranteed $10 million of federal funds for the next election. Which means that Dr. Bilal Ware will be able to start helping Jill Stein get soldiers and put growth and development into building a party. And I'm saying this about building parties and why this is important. I'm a historian of revolution, anti-slavery, fighting against white supremacy. Most of the revolutionary movements of modern times have started with organization of political parties because they help galvanize people's resources and movement. It's not that the movement is ever contained in a single party. The movement is bigger than any one party. It's bigger than any one group. The movement is about liberation. But the party itself can be a tool of liberation and an incredibly powerful tool. Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael told us that most people mobilize around issues, but revolutionaries organize against systems. El-Haj Malik Shabazz said, we are not outnumbered, we are out-organized. And as for those who would say your numbers are so few, I give two responses, one from El-Haj Malik Shabazz and one from El-Quran al-Karim. What is the answer from El-Haj Malik Shabazz? He said, never let your enemy tell you how many of you there are. You think they will be truthful? Do we know what will happen if the 18 to 29-year-olds say no to this genocide? Do we know what will happen? Jill Stein said on the call with the BLs and GDs, vice lords and gangster disciples, and praised them as legitimate street organizations, unlike those criminal red and blue gangs that run politics. And she said, we need you getting out the vote, organizing people in the community. You've already shown the capacity to do it. How do we know that if we register people who don't believe in the system at all, but know that Dr. Bilal has been putting in work in this community for 20 years, and if you put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left, I will not sell y'all out. So if you ain't never believed in no politician, don't believe in me as a politician either. Believe in me as a public servant. Believe in me as someone that is stewarding, inshallah, a sacred trust on behalf of the people. Why did I say yes to her invitation? Because I had a vision where my Lord asked me on the day of rising, were you ever presented a weapon to defend your brothers and sisters and you refused? So what would I have said if I had turned down this invitation to set aside my books and my teaching and to be called into the fight the way that Abdul Qadir Khan was called into the fight against slavery in the Senegal River Valley, the way that Usman Danfodio was called into the fight against against white supremacy in North was now northern Nigeria. The West Town was called into the fight to resist the French. This is the fight for freedom in our time. And y'all, you're sleeping. You're sleeping because they put you to sleep with this spell that you have to pick a team like it's a football game. We are not coming from a liberal point of view, not coming from a conservative point of view. We're coming from serving the people. We're not coming from the left or the right. We're coming from the bottom.
Perfect place for my next question. And I only have two more questions, and then I want to turn it over.
You know you got to weigh in. Not be doing it.
Absolutely. Well, maybe not absolutely. So I know you're a college professor at USC. UCSB.
Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara.
University of California, Santa Barbara. I know you from so I'm going to Jill Stein and Ware. My little research, Jill Stein is very, this is like what's important to me. She has a commitment that's identifiable. Those are like the two main things for me. Who is Jill Stein? Like, why should I care? And consider Jill Stein African-American Muslim man and all that. When I ask you the same question, use a little easier question. And so that's it. There's a two-part question. Tell me about these candidates. Tell me about Jill Stein. Tell me about Ware. And then give me the top policy for the Green Party. So Dr. Jill Stein decided that in most of our materials we're going to say Dr. Jill Stein and Professor Butch Ware. I noticed that. Well, because she's a medical doctor and I'm a PhD. We both go by doctors and then over so we went with doctors.
You know what, Curvies? I went to go look and listen to the sound. It's crazy. The sound on that is crazy. I have a different one that we can listen to of Butch Ware and still get to know his ideals. And this is going to be with Doc Melly Mel. She's the other.
Kamala Harris is about to take the stage.
Now, this woman that Butch Ware is going to be in this with is the other vice presidential candidate for the Independent Party with Cornel West. And they actually tag teamed yesterday in a live, and the quality of sound is much better on him. And it's still a nice chat with Bruce Ware. So let's get at it.
I'm going to just do the live now. I'm waiting on Butch Ware, who's
thank you, Satra.
Black Muslim and professor, and the vice presidential nominee for the Green Party. He's supposed to come by, and we're supposed to do this live together. It'll be my first time meeting him, but I'm looking forward to meeting him. I think Sister Jan is coming by, Brother Billion's here, and we are going to give you our live responses. Hey, Maya, we're going to give you our live responses to the DNC. Who is so on the stage right now is this, I believe, is he a Republican governor? North Carolina is Republican, isn't it? They've had a few Republican governors and swing state governors on.
Hi, Q.
They just had Maya Harris, Kamala Harris's sister.
So I came back to school again. Oh, we gotta go back to democracy. Back to democracy. Woo! See, I can make a song out of anything. I'm telling you guys. So anyway, I came back so that you guys could hear from Butch Ware, the Green Party vice presidential candidate, who is one of the options that's not just part of the duopoly. And actually, the woman who's right here, this is another vice presidential candidate for the Independent Party with Cornel West. This would be, should Cornel West be appointed, this would be his vice president. And she actually went to school with Kamala. She's from Oakland also. So we're going to hear about some of that. And then Butch Ware is going to come on, and he's from the Green Party. But what I like about these fringe parties is that they have a coalition. They coalesce together. Like, so even though you're independent and I'm green, we can still get together and pontificate our ideas because we know our ideas are better than the duopoly. So let's take a listen. Thanks for coming through.
You don't have to have proximity to blackness or know how to make collard greens. Because let me tell you, Kamala, I'm going to tell you from a black woman who actually does make greens, we don't wash them in the bathtub. I've never heard of washing greens in the bathtub. You wash them in the sink. You don't wash them all at the same time, right? You wash them in the sink. You stack the leaves. You roll them up. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say roll them up, and then you cut them, right? That's how you make greens. If you don't know that, that's okay. You're just a black woman who doesn't make greens. You don't have to make greens to be black. You don't. We don't need you to justify your blackness. But what we do need you to do is lift up policies that are good for black people. My people's from South and North Carolina. Yeah, we need you to lift up policies and do work that's good for black people. So far what I've heard has been really problematic. Don't trot her out as, that's what she said. She said you wash greens in the bathtub. I never heard of that. Oh, okay. Butch is here. So we're going to let him in. Billion, you'll let him in? Okay.
You guys, this is so exciting. This is true democracy when all the ideas get together and talk about it, not try to sue you out of a place in court. You guys just heard Robert Kennedy removed his name and threw his hat in endorsement at Trump just now. Okay. In exchange for a place in his cabinet should he win. And he had proposed the same thing to Kamala Harris allegedly, and I guess she didn't bite and Trump bit first. So now all of Robert F. Kennedy's people could in fact be going towards Trump. Y'all better get your shit together. They're making money moves.
He said they're out front. Yeah, that's him standing up. And then I think who's that with him? That might be his wife. All right. Yeah, I think that's his her Yes We Can video.
Okay.
Hi. Huh? That's not Johnny that black car?
She said bathtub very specifically.
Oh, okay.
Well, brother, how are you? All right. You. Butch, Ware, nice to meet you. Yeah, this is my wife, Clementina. How you doing?
Clementina.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Melina.
Here she is.
Good to meet you. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, the one and only.
Hi, can I hug you?
Yeah. This is Clementina.
Oh.
Nice to meet you too. So I'm already on the live.
Okay,
Come in though.
Okay,
Come in, and then we'll let whoever in. So hey everybody, see we get along. See, look.
One love,
Look,
y'all.
look, they don't know what to do. They got two black Muslims on the ballot. So there she's wait, did she they got the sorry, my house is a disaster. Thank you. So look, this is the get emotional video that they got on right now.
All right, so let's try something crazy.
Okay.
It looked like on the earlier live, I couldn't start a live myself from Ware, but you may be able to
invite you. Let's see.
So
let's see if we can get
Oh, that's Martin probably at the door. Yeah, you here? They about to come open the door for right now.
How come I can't find you? You know how to do this, Clementina? Wait, here it is. Butch. Oh, there you go.
Her sound will be back just a second.
At the Beyonce going. Everybody is got their phones up. People are crying. Oh, hey, here he is in life and on live. Does it echo when we're both in the same room? Maybe turn your mute it. Get the video from both, and then we'll get the audio just from me. This is historic. I don't think there's ever been a live with two best vice presidential candidates. Right. Before we roll out Black Muslims, I don't think two vice presidential candidates have ever been cool.
My oldest friends, going back to the GW days. This is Martin Proctor. Going to do Super next year. You go right back to where we were.
All right, so this is what
Yeah, go to the reflective pool. You literally my dude right here. Y'all gonna get some stories now that we went for office.
Oh Lord, I want to hear these stories. Hi. I don't do hands, but you can hug me or elbow me. Either one. All right. How you doing? Good to meet you, Melina. And you live in LA? Okay.
Yeah, we can't get rid of each other, man.
All right. Okay, let's see how much you cuss. I hope you cuss inside. I don't rap, so I get to cuss in real life. my imam told me I get to cuss. So here comes the bullshit. That's what I want to say. Here comes the bullshit.
Look at this Smiley. She's a mass murderer. She got the coconut imagery all wrong. It's not about it falling out the tree. It's when you're brown on the outside.
Wow.
On the inside.
I want.
Song about it. I wrote the verse.
They're gonna get their sound together.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh my God.
The Zionist.
Doug the Zionist with the Zionist lapel pin. Did you see the Zionist lapel pin? He has a Zionist lapel pin. He talked about it when he was on stage yesterday. Does he have the blue pin on?
1 second. Before we go any further, may God brings victory and liberation to the people of Palestine and end this cursed oppression and imperium, and bring to power people that will dismantle this empire before somebody dismantles it for us. Can I get an amen?
I mean, yeah, you got an I mean.
So this is, thanks for coming through, Mimi. So this is, on the bottom, we have Butch Ware. He's the Green Party candidate for vice president. And on the top, we have Melly Mel, Dr. Melly Mel. Both of them are doctors, and they're both Islam. No, they're both Muslim. I'm sorry. They're both Muslim. They're both Black Americans, and they're both vice presidential candidates. And they were doing a live chat while the DNC was playing. And I wanted us to hear their ideals against the DNC's ideals, because everybody left the DNC without knowing what their platform was besides Pledge of Allegiance to Israel.
Nah, that's a good simple press. And I noticed the color last night. The color was fine too. She just got the highlights in. But
yeah, she got highlights. Did you notice Kamala's hair is getting blonder and blonder?
I might ask
I noticed.
her hairdresser's card.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for thanking me. Everybody else is just yelling at me.
Pictures of her with
Mimi, real quick, I just did a 2-hour live on Democrats versus democracy, because we haven't been able to hear any other ideas except for the duopoly. And after I got off the live, people called me to yell at me some more because I don't want to be on the plantation anymore. So I decided to come share this also to show why I think we can get off the plantation.
I'll be at this one tomorrow.
Are you gonna be this one? Get my best friends.
I will.
That's my God.
I will.
We actually refer to music video as.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I
Yes, we need to know what all the platforms are, no matter what the party. The reason I named the last video Democrats versus Democracy is because the Democrats are actively suing everybody else's who's not part of them to keep them off the ballots and to keep their platforms out of public view. So I feel it's my responsibility as an American to get the word out, because I hate being shadow banned personally. So I know these two do.
Let's keep it you and me for right now. Yeah, we're not tagging nobody in. Who said that?
That's right. Go lock them people up. Be a black face for the white cultural state. Quick question.
Who?
No worries, Q.
Won, like any kind of election.
She won. She won in
She
DA.
got 1%.
She won. They voted for her in San Francisco. They also voted for London Breed in San Francisco. So San Francisco is a gentrifier city. She's a gentrifier's dream. There we go.
That's true.
Yeah. She won for AG, Attorney General. She won. She won those elections. Where? I want to know where she lived in Oakland, because I don't know anybody who knows her. She's only like 8 years older than me, 8 or 9 years older than me. Your mother, both of your parents were Stanford PhDs. That does not make you a woman of the people. And I'm not hating on PhDs. You a PhD, I'm a PhD. Right. I'm not hating on it, but stop acting like that makes you a woman of the people. My kids will say, even though they're raised by a single mama, it's not the same as me being raised in Faulktown by my single mama elementary school teacher. It's not the same thing. You don't know how to make gumbo. You got that off of TikTok. You got your recipe off of YouTube. Quit it. Who taught? Who? Her mother taught her to make gumbo?
None of it makes any sense. So first of all, South Asians don't make gumbo.
No.
Neither do Caribbeans. Neither do West Indians.
No, neither do black people who are not from Louisiana.
You can make gumbo wherever you want, y'all.
And my part of Texas, which is on the border.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's just not factual.
Stop it. Stop it. She also said,
Applause for the genocide while we cosplay blackness.
here's what I want to know. Where do you stand on the farm workers, the farmers in India? Have you, since you're talking about your mother, let's talk about what's happening in India. And
Thanks for smashing that heart.
Land rights and workers' rights.
They don't know, it's like they said more than that. They don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on anywhere in their fighting. That's all it is. It takes a big cash grab. They're rolling over the grave right now, watching them back when they came up to this monster.
You know that's not what she said, because anybody who says half-ass says half-ass. They don't conjugate it. Have you ever conjugated half-ass? Have you conjugated half-ass? Have you ever said half-assed with an ED?
How do you even get to the ED? That's not possible.
I don't know. Asked. I don't understand the ED.
They're going to be picking her apart, dissecting.
In the chat, have you ever said half-assed, or do you just say half-assed?
Don't half-ass it. I usually just say half-ass. But no, you half-assed it. Yeah, half-ass. I usually say it in present tense and say don't.
You're still here. I see you.
Look at myself and you're okay.
Yeah, you're still here. The comments are here.
Yeah, you'll see it again on this.
Half-assed. Everybody's agreeing with us. It's
Half-assed.
This is a good way to meet somebody for the first time. To have a joint shit talking session. No. How about all the black men that you locked up, including the one that you tried to send to the death row?
School was not jail. School was not jail. She was out there clowning. Mocking. Education is a right.
I read Smart on Crime. It actually was good, but she didn't live up to it. Did you read Smart on
I did
Crime?
not read Smart on Crime. And I'm going to tell you this, that what did James Baldwin say? I can't believe what they say.
Say, because see what you do. Yeah.
It's sloppy done.
As we're talking about prosecution, can you talk about the fact that you never, never prosecuted a cop? Never prosecuted a cop. Not in DA, but never. Never prosecuted a cop. In the state of California, where more people are killed by she is the cop.
She is Eric Adams in a pencil. That's all she is.
He models his career after her. I would say she is not.
That's true. She is the fight
Mm-hmm.
of the black kids. And look at us out playing ourselves in the streets.
Here's what I do want to say. I get the emotionalism of it. So I don't want to discount what it feels like. Now, you don't know this about me. I'm also from Oakland, but I'm from Fulton. Right? I don't know where she's from, but I'm from right? I also went to Howard University. I also pledged AKA. There's a lot. I also got some checks upstairs. You know? But it's about the decisions that you make, right? Like, so I feel very fortunate to have gone to Howard and been saved, really literally saved by my neighbors and my mama and my, professors. And already she's done speaking. What? It's about the decisions. It's about choosing. Do you stand for, like, the people that I know? Even though I know some of the people in that room, the people that I know are not the people in that room. The people I grew up with are not the people in that room.
Well, I'll tell you about, like when I was at STWs at the University of Minnesota, I started Pan-African reading. We were reading together just as students, Rodney, Bernard, so we shake on the joke. We were never thinking about, like, buying in to, like, the mass murder of our people. And this is a perennial corrupt compromise that is always left to Black Americans. Help us extend the empire.
Right.
Murdering and
That's
stealing,
right.
and you'll get your cut.
Individually, too. It's your individual cut.
Yeah.
So everybody will have a Kamala Harris sign.
We'll steal, you hold the bag, and you get a cut. And the thing is that 99% of the time, you end up in the bag too. You don't get the cut.
I don't think they end up in the bag.
Oh, no.
I think that they end up with a piece of that, and it lasts. I think most of them do. Now, until they betray those who told them.
Let me just tell you. So, like, literally, I'll track down hundreds of cases of quite literally Africans that work in league with Europeans, and then when they pay their debts, they
I'm talking about domestically. I agree with you on that. Right, but domestically, when you think about, they tried it out the other night, right? Ken Chenault, keeping that money from Amex, right? The good Negroes in this country keep their cut.
Say that word. Would you say good?
The good Negroes, the house Negroes. But some house Negroes used to put cut up glass and Master's food. I ain't trying to.
I mean, okay.
You're talking about house Negroes in the mountains.
Yeah. Right.
See that? We finishing each other's sentences.
So actually a joke that I use in every single class to actually try to get to this. And I work it in every time. This is Chris Rock, the different black. Okay. So Chris Rock tells the story of these slave parent tribes. And you got to understand that a parent tribe has a particular position. Neither houses nor fields. So they're not subjected to the harsh treatment and the brutal working conditions of slave, nor are they subjected to the sexual abuse, assault, all the things that happen without slaves. They have the ability to get up and get around. Okay? Yeah, they control rules, but they got places so they can move. So this particular slave parent driver was able to learn to read because he had this ability. One day, he's driving his master into town, and he's galloping at pace, and he comes up to a dilemma. He said he realizes that there is another carriage approaching the intersection in the town at the same speed and pace and continues his current rate.
I wish their sound was better.
He's driving. Oh Lord, what is I gonna do?
Sometimes the videos are really loud too.
Problem is that there's a stop.
Okay, so earlier when I went live, it's so crazy that these people feel the exact same way I do. Oh Lord, what we gonna do without Massa? Massa says we got to vote for Democrats or Republicans. And if you ain't voting for a Democrat, then you automatically vote for the Republican. That's what Massa say. And if you don't do that, then you know Massa gonna make us get in the outfields and he gonna have us picking cotton till our hands is dirty. And then sending all our cotton over to Israel and Ukraine and leave us here butt naked. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That's what I feel is going on right now. And I'm like, why doesn't anybody else want to get off the plantation? Why does everybody want to stay on the plantation that they had us on for so long? Why is everybody so scared? And I understand, I'm scared too. I'm scared too, but I'm more scared of doing the same thing and expecting different results. I'm more scared of that than I am of what it's going to be like off the plantation. At least I know I'll be free. Off the plantation, Massa won't be able to tell me no more what to do. Once I get off the plantation, who's going to come with me? Who's going to come with us off the plantation? Who has the courage? Who has the fortitude? Who has the vision to get off of this plantation with us? Who is not inspired by smoke and mirrors and zero platform? And then, okay, so I get off the other live. I was on here for 2 hours, y'all. I was on here for 2 hours showing points, proving my point. The woman has no platform. I went to her website that she's had to be the presidential candidate for 107 days. She's had this website. We're down to 73 days left, and Kamala Harris has no platform listed on her website. This brother right here has a platform. This sister right here has a platform on their websites. Okay? Because they want you to hold their feet to the fire once they do get in office. They want you to be able to go back to their website and be like, well, you see right here, you said you were going to do this. Why didn't you do this? Because if you put it in writing, it's a form of a contract. It's a form of a promissory note, if you will. Kamala Harris has zero policies on her platform, you guys. What's up? And that's acceptable? They're like, well, I sent you her platforms, but why aren't they on her website is my point. You can send me all of the tailor-made things that you want, but why isn't her platform plain for all to see? Unless you're smoke and mirroring the people, okay? That's my main question. Let's get back to Butch and to Melly Mel.
Stop the buggy, because if he stops the buggy, he's going to reveal the fact So he's got to either crash the buggy, risk that, or stop at the stop sign.
You're right.
What would you do?
Insanity.
Crash the buggy.
Right.
Crash the buggy too.
Right.
Because the lashes, sepsis is going to set in.
Right. Right.
So after buggy's been crashed, everybody survives miraculously. Master gets up and says, "Boy, what's wrong with you? You ain't see that stop sign back on the corner?" And the slave play, who's like, "You mean that red octagon shaped thing ball. Right? You think that's punchline? The punchline is nigga.
Really? Butch is your daddy's name? Awesome. That's a good old name, huh, Butch?
That's right.
That's a good name.
That's
They
right.
don't want us to learn nothing.
Let's hear what this fool is talking about. I got food for y'all too.
Yeah, and I'm a log off it so I can tweet.
Okay, I got my computer. Do you mind holding this? I'm a double.
I don't know who that is. I think that's her husband. So this is still the vice presidential nominees together to dissect Kamala Harris's last night at the Do Not Care convention. DNC stands for Do Not Care.
Somebody said not a single word yet about Palestine or the climate crisis.
I'm gonna grab some water. I keep going over here. You know, I homeschool too, so I gotta go check the kids.
Yeah, go down to whatever. Yeah.
We put the camera on her. Dude.
Here's the thing. Did I give you something? No.
About her.
There's another bowl and another one. What a bowl or a wrap.
What's the ball?
It's good. No, this is. Look, you see it. I don't. Can I give you a word, Mark?
No. Good, bro. Good. Sounds like
I have a run though if you want one. It's interesting to me how
And she expected us to make the most of the opportunities that were available to us and to be grateful for them. Because, as she taught us, opportunity is not available to everyone. That's why we will create what I call an opportunity economy, where everyone has a chance to compete and a chance to succeed. How?
They're fine. Right on, Satra. I need to make you a freaking mod.
What is that corporate man over here? She says, is that black?
I believe so.
Thank you, Satra.
Didn't she hire them? Aren't they like part of her campaign? Yeah. Ryan Deeds of BlackRock is advising her on economic policy.
BlackRock is advising her on economics, you guys. That's one of the three. So if it's a duopoly, that's a triopoly that owns a lot of the stuff out here.
Able to make their own decisions about their own lives, especially on matters of heart and home. But tonight, in America, too many women are not able to make those decisions. And let's be clear about how we got here. Donald Trump handpicked members of the United States Supreme Court to take away reproductive freedom. And now,
You got a wrench. You got a wrench. You got a wrench. You got a wrench. Thank you. You're welcome.
over the past 2 years, I've traveled across our country, and women have told me their story. Husbands and fathers have shared theirs. Stories of women miscarrying their son-in-law, developing sepsis, losing the ability to ever again have children, all because doctors are afraid they will go to jail for caring for their patients. Couples just trying to grow their family, cut off in the middle of IVF treatments. Children who have survived sexual assault, potentially being forced to carry a term. This is what's happening in our country because of Donald Trump. And understand, he's not done. As a part of his agenda, he and his allies would limit access to birth control. I haven't really seen him on Twitter. I see him on
Just I still really have no idea how to do that. Good job. Next up, you're gonna screenshot it, you know me. Everybody who has enough, good with it, you can go find this place. I literally like started to ask you. This is what's right here.
They're going to come back and talk some more with us, you guys. They're talking in the background. I hope you can hear them. Yeah, they're not talking. There they go. They're going to talk some more. They're listening to the lies first. The freedom.
Sound like it was inside. They just said so.
Look at all those. Look, they're like, oh, let's make it look like you're really into this. Hold this sign. Okay, Massa. Why is she always talking about Donald? Tell us what you're going to do, lady. What are you going to do? They're crazy.
So, Jay, what's up? You doing?
Thanks for coming through. Smash the buttons, ring the bell.
There are 2 AKAs in this race, and I actually know how to ski wee.
Ski wee? I'm not a ski wee, but I know you're supposed to ski wee.
Serial killer, maybe. Mass murderer. Right, I mean, complicit. It's their regime. It's their genocide.
After these messages.
I was like, I've always been very, very especially when I was young. I knew I was it. When I was young, even after I died, when I was 19. That was basically the end of my argument right there.
Jen, you wanna do that? I'm okay.
Or, and just hear me out, and if they have a war machine that is constantly more monitored, make profit, and raise out of monitoring where it's going. was going to defend against yours? Honest to God. There's never been a more blood soaked empire in human history than the one that's what's on. Little bit of a little bird. Yeah. Really said. So she wanted it. You saw it? Hey girl, you just lost the election. You just lost the election. You just lost the election.
I just want people to see me show. Oh my God.
She's really gonna do it. She's really gonna do it.
They're doubling down.
Wow. Wow. Look, if this is not your red line, let me see this real quick. Are you listening to this?
We can't really hear it.
Doubling down on genocide. All y'all been in the streets talking about free Palestine for all these months, and now you're letting her silk press and her good smile get you all emotional and make you sacrifice. Right. You cannot vote for a genocider. Take the watermelons off of your bio. Take the Palestinian flags off of your bio.
The thing is, they can't see themselves. They think that they're the good guys. They don't understand that they are the Nazis. That team who just doesn't understand it. Or Kamala Harris.
Wow. 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 Can y'all hear?
No.
You can tag me back here.
I'm ready. Okay. Let's get Butch back in. Okay. The invitation. There it is. You don't need it.
I got it.
No, you're not there. You're not on mute though. Here we go. So now it's a watch party. We got sister. Right. It's making you sick too.
Grabbing my charger. I'll be right back.
I love that APAC money with all my heart.
$5.5 million in APAC money, and that's before she was running for president. $5.5 million. $5.5 million. Y'all listening to this? So there's a saying. To the window, to the wall. Yeah. Go ahead, Jam. You can't miss me with that word so much more. Like, no, you have to choose a side. You're on the side of the genocide, or you're on the side of the Palestinians.
Somebody said, wait, she's speaking.
All that she's running on is I'm not Trump. That's her whole platform. And she's showing us who she is. Who is that? LaFonza? You saw LaFonza? Who are we?
What is she even saying?
Nothing.
She never says nothing.
It's almost like, it's literally like a parent. I'm going to move my hands alive
Mm-hmm.
and say precisely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to try to pretend.
And I'm going to make, this is what she's running on. I'm going to get you in your feelings because it feels good to see a Black woman on the stage. I'm going to get you in your feelings. I'm going to talk about what I'm not, and I'm not going to give you anything. I'm going to give you this fake idea of unity. Who do you want to be united with? I don't want to be united with anybody who was on the stage ahead of her. Not even Eva Longoria. I don't want to be united with these people.
Let me be clear. Point out, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone on the stage is a worker. The ICC and the ICJ have made it plain that this is an illegal apartheid state, producing an illegal genocide in the midst of an illegal occupation. If either of us takes the office, they're going to jail because I'm not going to block an ICC or an ICJ enforcement order. There is such a thing every single day. These people are war criminals.
Right.
And they're happy.
Right. Because she's getting you out of your, that's what it is, though. Here's a saying I started to offer. Emotions make wonderful followers and terrible leaders. Trying. Right. Right. She got it down.
Okay.
She got what percent? 1%. Oh, right. She stopped early because she knew if she goes off script, everybody knows when Kamala Harris goes off script, it makes even less sense. Is that real? Is that real confetti, or is that like? Even the confetti is fake.
Look at my love. Can I have my seat back? That's my co-host.
Even the confetti is fake. I also feel like, okay, she could have got a handsome her husband. I'm sorry. I know that's petty. But he's like, she could have got a handsome her husband. And I don't understand how people kiss lipless people. Like, what are you, like, it's hard, isn't it? Like, how do you kiss a lipless person?
I didn't say that.
Like, do you think, okay, here comes, so you don't know that I like a little bit petty. Do people without lips, are they able to pucker?
I mean, they're able to kiss Apex backside.
That was good.
You set them up.
That was good. That was good. All them white people. Wait, zoom in. Oh, he took the blue pin off tonight. He had the blue pin on when he spoke last night or night before. He had a blue Israel pin. People laughing at the lip thing. Yeah, I know I'm a little petty. I'm sorry.
Like the Australian breakdance lady.
Yes.
She's the Australian breakdance lady of American politics. Reagan. Come on, Reagan. Yes, I did. Okay. Come on, Butch.
Kamala is to politics what Drake is hip hop.
I said that all the time.
Ooh.
What did Kendrick say? You come through Atlanta when you want a few dollars. You ain't a
Colonizer.
Okay? And like I said, ain't you tired of the cosplay blackness?
Yeah.
Kente Clark kneeling of Nancy Pelosi. But you ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. And this.
But here's what I'm gonna say too, though. But is what she's doing too, though, is demonstrating that she is the Malcolm's definition.
Milo, come here. Come here, Milo. Calm down. No. Are you okay? You fell. You hurt your body. I saw you hurt your body. I saw you hurt your body, baby.
And I know that
He's good.
what is a true mammy? A true mammy is someone who prioritizes the interests of the master ahead of their own. And that's what this is. That's her saying,
No.
I prioritize white predatory capitalist interests
No.
ahead of my own. She said it. Yep. That's right. That's right. All right. So I think the watch party is now over. What do you think? What's that?
We're listening to vice presidential
Oh, you
nominees
don't drop them bars. Go ahead.
from the Green Party and from the Independent Party,
You don't want to hear Beyonce?
who had a link up
Why?
IG Live last night and dissected Kamala's mirrors from the smoke.
Okay. Go ahead.
So he raps. So we're about to hear an original.
The truth of this campaign is that you never saw us coming. The proof behind the claim, you got these politicians running. For Trump's judgment day, you know evading other summons, camera lovers, a betrayer. Stop playing in the culture. You ain't nothing but a vulture when you take black life for cheap. Lock us up inside these cages and you throw away the key. Black skins, white mask, black face, Mr. C. Half brown, half black, racist, white supremacy. I seen them coconut. You got the wrong imagery. It ain't falling out the tree. It's about mentality. Brown on the outside, yeah, that's a coconut to me. But when if you find the colonizer in the mind, it's the people's revolution and the people know the time. Ask Cam about reparations. Cam and Holly, shucking down.
All right. And that is Butch Ware.
Vice presidential candidate with my sister in the building. Vice presidential.
Wait, we gonna do just like this.
You guys remember the deal joint? We got the doctor and the doctor. Right? Mind blowing.
You ain't never seen this. You ain't never seen two black Muslims running for vice
I'm getting
president.
goosebumps.
Also never seen two vice presidential candidates sitting on the couch together talking shit about the two mainstream candidates, because we say you don't have to have a duopoly. You don't have to have a Republican Party and a Democratic Party that are both owned by corporate interests. You don't have to have a white supremacist in blackface or a white supremacist in whiteface. You can have authentic black leadership as defined by Lonnie Lanier, meaning that we prioritize the interests of our community. We prioritize the interests of our community, and we're not scared to speak, not just in terms of emotion, and I do have emotion, I love y'all, but we're also speaking in terms of policy. Reparations that comes with a check, right? We're talking about not just an end to the genocide and a ceasefire now, but a free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea, and we ain't scared to say that, right? We're talking about a minimum wage that's a living wage. In the West Abdullah ticket, we say at least a $27 an hour minimum wage. And so we have real policies. And so we're here. I'm going to hop off this live because this is my first meeting of Butch, where we got a lot of the same friends, and and community. And so we want to get to know each other. But you wanted to say
I'm,
something
I'm
before
in
we
your
have
home, but I wanted to take just 10 seconds to say this. This movement for freedom, this revolutionary movement, is bigger than any political party. It's bigger than any ticket. It requires that we move in love and solidarity with one another. This is the Haitian revolution of our time. We have unfinished business to conduct, and we got to be able to sit and break bread and speak truth with one another, because if we are not standing shoulder to shoulder, then the flood that is coming is going to flatten us off.
So here's the thing. I think we're going to win some things in November.
Amen.
But the building also goes beyond
Of
November.
course.
And so that's what we're
Of
here to
course.
do. And we're here to plant seeds. And grateful for all of y'all for supporting and for tapping in tonight. We'll talk to y'all soon.
One love.
Peace out.
Okay, Curvies. I hope you found that interesting. I hope you go through and let me see if I can grab their. I'm going to share her, Doc Melly Mel. Let's get to her. I'm going to share her thing in the chat. Let me see. Share to email? I don't know. Is that how you do it? No, I don't want to do it. How do you do it? Oh, there it is. Copy link. My bad. Need to make it smaller. So I copied that. So this is PhD Melly Mel's site. And so you can check her out your own self. And now let me get Butch Ware's, Butch. Already have him up. Butch Ware. Go here. Go here. Share to. Copy. Here you go. So you can go through on your own time and listen to these people with platforms and policies, people that want us off the plantation, people that want our minds free and thinking for ourselves about how our families can really make it up out of from under $5.99 gas and $6.99 milk and beef that's $15.99 a pound. So we can get to some clean air, address the comment, the what's it called? The hourly wage, the minimum wage, benefits, housing, homelessness, generational wealth, healthcare. I mean, something for everybody. Okay. There's more than two options. Don't let people lie to you. Don't let a dishonest person come to you as an honest person and tell you that there's only two choices when the choices are vastly more. That is the opposite of a truth to tell you there are only two choices. Consequently, let's do this real quick. I just got this. This just happened. You see how they blame us for our own death? Right now, this is what happens. She was supposed to get the George Floyd thing passed for us so we could get some relief. That didn't happen. They're getting rid of CRT, DEI, affirmative action, so many other things. And now they're blaming us for getting shot in our beds. It was Sonia Macy's fault because she said, rebuke you in the name of Jesus. It's Breonna Taylor's fault because she was sleeping in her fucking bed in her house when they did a no-knock warrant and came in her house. It's her fault. It's her fault. Nothing to see here. Oh, and the guy, the other cop that was in on George Floyd, he just got released after 2 years. And he was only arrested for violating George Floyd's civil rights. It wasn't for like a knee on the neck, not offering any help, not de-escalating the situation, none of that. But this is what we're getting. This is why I want to get off the plantation. This is why we need to get from under the duopoly, okay? Because within the duopoly, this whole allegiance to these murderers who get to come in our houses and do things to us is A-okay. Okay, it's nothing to see here, massa. We just doing what we do, massa. But there is another way. And we just heard that Robert Kennedy Jr., who was a contender, first he started off talking about flip-flopping. He started off a Democrat. This is John F. Kennedy's something relation, Robert Kennedy Jr. He started off a Democrat. They treated him so bad that he left the Democratic Party and started running for president, this time as an independent. He didn't get enough traction because the DNC was actively still suing him, making it hard for his life, even as an independent, suing to keep him off the ballots. He just threw his weight behind 45. They're all in on it, the duopoly. So he was a Democrat on Tuesday, an independent on Wednesday, and by Friday, he's endorsing 45. But he was about to be a Democratic nominee, and they thought he had a good chance too. So he just would have been part of the duopoly. They don't have our best interests at heart. They don't stand behind anything. Do your own research. But please, if you're going to send me something that has Kamala Harris's platforms, send it to me the way everybody else in the race has theirs, from their website. Kamala Harris has 0 policies on her website right now at 2:37 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. She has 0 policies even after a week-long concert at the DNC, because the DNC stands for do not care to give you a policy, because we know we're going to get you out, talk you out your panties for your vote anyway. We don't need a policy. Fuck your policy. We don't need to. You're going to listen to what I tell you. I don't need to write it down. I'll remember. Everybody else has it in writing. Everybody else has it on their platform on their website, but not Kamala Harris, not Tim Walz. Nope, it's not there. Anyway, you guys, thanks for coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring my bell so you can get notified when I upload a video. Okay? Because I might go live again. If somebody else called me with some bullshit, I might go live again to show you an even another reason why you need to do your own research. Okay? Which is part of why I came live right now. I told y'all how I went live 2 hours, and then the person called me and and then they tried to send me stuff to validate their point. And I'm like, look at her website where everybody else's points are. Anyway, I'm passionate. I'm not crazy. I don't need to calm down. My blood pressure's fine. I'm excited at the opportunity. I'm excited at the light at the end of the duopoly tunnel with other candidates besides a Democratic cheek and a Republican cheek. Okay? So thanks for coming through. I'll see you in the next video, Curvies. And remember what I say. There's enough to go around. So go get some.